our session this morning with a devotional thought on Psalm 1, the very first psalm that you find in the Bible. And the topic for our devotional thought this morning is the blessed individual. That's the topic we'll be talking on. When you look at this psalm, you see that is the very first psalm in the Bible. And this anonymous psalm stands as a faithful doorkeeper to the entire Psalter. It begins with a beatitude talking about righteous living and its resultant benefits. If you live right, the benefits are there. And if you live like the wicked, these are the consequences. That's what the psalm is talking about. So at the time, people were placing a premium on wealth, health, prosperity, and all the other things that people run after today. The psalmist said the blessed individual is not any of this. And then he states who the blessed individual is in the things he does not do and in those things that he does. So you will find three things here that the blessed individual does not do. And then he says he walks not, and stands not, and sits not. So you find that he says that he does not walk, and he does not stand, and he does not sit. So a certain Chinese pastor, Washman Nee, wrote a book, and the title was Walk, Stand, Sit. I think he must have borrowed it from someone. So the blessed individual now is found in the things he does not do. He does not walk in the counsel of the ungodly. You know, the ungodly, they have their own counsel, their own teaching, their own human viewpoint thinking, their own way in which they look at things, their own doctrines. So the blessed individual does not walk in any of the counsels of the ungodly. And then he does not stand in the path of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful. So those people who are sinners are those who have no regard to the Torah, that is the law of God. And then the people, the scorners, are those people who scoff at good things. We find people today who scoff at religion. There was one man in Belo, I think the man came from Britain. And when I was discussing with him, he looked at me and said, "How is it that such a brilliant person as you now has joined the church? What am I doing at the church?" So you think like you have to sacrifice your brains before you are part of the church. So that was his own thinking. So he was scoffing. And then the blessed individual will not sit in the seat of scorner. He has his regard. And the regard now is in the law of the Lord. That is the Torah. It says here that, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. And in his law, he meditates day and night. Notice the frequency. Not just casually. Not just for some time. Not just when it pleases him to do so. But day and night, his meditation is in the law of the Lord. His delight is in the law of the Lord. And this is seen by the frequency in which he takes to do it. I have a friend who loves eating rice just that much. And he enjoys rice just the way we did when we were little children. So, and this man always, he never lacks a bag of rice in the house. And then every day he cooks it. You see, that's his delight. And then it shows in the way in which he eats it, he enjoys it. So if your delight is in the law of the Lord, it will show by the frequency in which you take to study the Bible, to meditate on the Bible, and then to solve your problems by thinking Bible doctrine. So that is how the blessed individual is. And then we see here the resultant benefits of such a lifestyle. You know, it's a lifestyle. Yes. Here we have already noticed that life is a journey. And when you go to Psalm 119 verse 1, it says, blessed are the undefiled in the way. So in this journey of life now, there are so many things along the way that can defile us. And then the blessed people are those people who decide not to be defiled or polluted by any of these things in the way. We can be defiled by the world, the riches of this world. We can be defiled by loss for power and those other things that people are placing a premium on. So the resultant benefits here are found in verse 3. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that brings forth its fruit in its season, whose leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he does shall prosper. So this person has stability of soul. This person is rooted. This person is stable. And this person now has weight. You see, there are some people in this world who do not have weight at all. So he does not know the dry season. He does not know the rainy season. At every season is fine. So it's just like a tree that is planted by the rivers of water that does not know when heat comes, because the root now draw nutrients from the fertile ground, from the water. That is how it is for that man whose delight is in the law of the Lord. The Apostle Paul said that I have learned to be happy at every circumstance, whether I am poor or whether I am rich. I know how it is to abound and how it is to abase. So that's what the Apostle Paul said. And that is how the person who has is so saturated with Bible doctrine can say. That's how he is. That's how he looks like. So, and then the contrast here is with the wicked. The ungodly are not so. They don't have these privileges. They cannot enjoy them. So they don't have weight. They don't have substance. They don't have roots. So they can be blown away by the wind. Any kind of wind. At any time. Wind of difficulty, challenges, sickness. You see. So all these things shock them. But though the person who delights in the law of the Lord now is stable all of the time. So the ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind drives away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, meaning that they will not survive God's wrath in the day of judgment. They will not withstand divine wrath in the day of judgment. No sinners in the congregation of the righteous. So when they are rewarding the righteous, sinners, those who scoff at the law of God, the Torah, Bible doctrine, they will not enjoy the privileges. And then the psalm ends in verse 6, talking about how God cares so much. He's very particular about our daily lifestyle. For the Lord knows the way of the righteous. He considers it and he's interested in it, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. So I end this devotional thought by giving you a challenge. Are you a blessed individual? You can certainly say that I'm a blessed individual if you do not do what the ungodly do. That is, walk not in the way of the ungodly, the counsel of the ungodly, stand not in the path of sinner, nor sit in the seat of the scornful, but your delight is in the law of the Lord, and you meditate on it on a daily basis. It becomes a habit. It is part of your life. You enjoy Bible doctrine the way my friend enjoyed rice. So and then the man is not happy when there is no rice around. So he will even borrow money to buy rice and keep, because he enjoys it so much. Personally, I don't enjoy rice, but I admire him for enjoying rice that way. Thank you so much.